Hello brains! Early on in this channel, someone angrily commented that I couldn't have ADHD because I didn't seem very ADHD. That's called editing. It's also called masking. Masking, in a broad sense, is the act of hiding one's true feelings or personality, typically in order to fit in. Masking how we really feel or what our preferences really are is something we all learn to do as children. We pretend that we're happy when we're actually sad, that we're confident when we're actually nervous, that we like something maybe more than we actually like it so that we can fit in with the group we're hanging out with. And pretty much everyone does this sometimes. But for ADHD and autistic brains, fitting in often requires an additional type of masking. For us, masking, verb, is the act of hiding our neurodivergence. And unlike emotions, the way our brains naturally work isn't something that comes and goes. Sometimes we're sad and occasionally we have to pretend that we're not. But it's not like sometimes we're neurodivergent and occasionally we have to pretend we're not. We're always neurodivergent and we often have to pretend that we're not. According to one of the brains, masking is having to watch every single thing that might make me seem not normal and then fix it, having to bottle it up. We mask by making a conscious effort to behave in ways that are neurotypical, like sitting still or making eye contact, or by suppressing behaviors that are common in those of us who are neurodivergent, like stimming, fidgeting, speaking quickly, interrupting while someone is talking, or sitting very strangely in a chair. Why do we do this? We mask to conform to social pressures, to avoid rejection or bullying, and as part of impression management. We're often corrected and even punished for our weird behaviors growing up, and so we learn to suppress them. This kind of social camouflaging can be beneficial. It can help us achieve our goals, like getting a job, or help us establish relationships, especially with people who aren't neurodivergent. In the short term, it can seem to keep us safe. But it turns out the kind of masking that ADHD and autistic brains are often asked to do comes at a cost, especially long term. First, it's distracting. It can be hard to focus on what we're trying to do or trying to learn when we're also having to actively monitor sitting still and making eye contact and responding when it's appropriate to respond. It takes up working memory slots, which we already tend to have fewer of, so there's less of a chance of us actually retaining the information we're being given. It can make it so we don't get the level of support we actually need because it doesn't seem like we need it. This can lead to a delay in diagnosis or misdiagnosis, or more difficulty in getting the level of support we need after diagnosis. It can make it hard for people to believe that we're struggling. Intentionally masking is not the only thing that can hide our struggles, but it definitely contributes. Masking constantly is exhausting, and long-term, it can potentially lead to burnout. It can set false expectations or expectations that we can't consistently meet, which can sometimes make people angry with us, and us angry or embarrassed with ourselves when our mask inevitably starts to slip. It's also lonely. It affects our sense of self and our connection to others if we're constantly having to hide fundamental aspects of who we are. And it's anxiety inducing because a lot of the weird things we do, our brains are having us do for a reason. They're normal for our brains. They're coping and self-regulation mechanisms to help us focus or relieve anxiety, and not being able to do them for an extended period of time is not good for us. And no matter how much we practice that, no matter how long we force ourselves to sit still in meetings to pretend to be neurotypical, we're not going to be. And the world is starting to recognize these differences for what they are. Differences, not deficits or flaws. I'm excited to see this shift in perception. As people start to accept and understand neurodiversity, routinely see unmasked neurodivergent behaviors, and have these behaviors normalized, hopefully we'll feel more comfortable and safe taking off our masks. I want to make this clear though, taking off our masks does not mean that we are absolved of any consequences. We still live in a society with other people, and our actions and behaviors affect others. I shouldn't have to mask doesn't mean I can be a jerk. I'm not advocating for that. But for behaviors that don't hurt anyone, like rocking, playing with fidget toys in a way that's not distracting to others, sitting weird in your chair at work, I really hope that becomes more normalized, because for us, it is normal. So occupational burnout is something I'm personally concerned about because people in our community are at greater risk of it. What I use personally to manage my workload is an app called Sunsama. Sunsama is a system of doing good work consistently without burning out. Here's how it works. I start my day opening Sunsama. I look through all the places where tasks tend to come in. Google Calendar, Asana, email, there are integrations for a lot of productivity apps. I plan my day. Sunsama encourages me to prioritize my tasks and bump back anything that can wait. I organize my tasks in the order I want to do them, post it to Slack, then get started. There's a focus mode, which helps me monotask and not get overwhelmed by everything I need to do that day. I can guess how long I think something will take, then track how long it actually takes, which helps me see time better. There's even a tool to easily take notes in meetings. There are a lot of productivity tools out there meant to help you do more. I love that this isn't one of them. We already try to do more than we probably should. It's nice to have an app that'll tell me when I'm doing too much. If you'd like to try Sunsama, go to getsunsama.com/a/howtoADHD. Thank you to my brain advocates and all my Patreon brains for giving me the ability to be a little more ADHD on the channel and provide a safe space for my community to interact without masking their neurodivergence as well. Like, subscribe, click all the things, and I will see you next video. Bye, brains.